Growing up, me and my dad didn't have many things in common. One thing that we were able to bond over, though, was the fine art of pro wrestling. I remember vividly my dad throwing it on late one night, and I was instantly hooked. The colorful characters, the acrobatics, the storylines, heroes like John Cena and Rey Mysterio taking on the bad guys every week. It was like watching an oily, half-naked Saturday morning cartoon. There's one man who took those innocent memories and spit all over them. It's undeniable that one of the most influential figures in pro wrestling history is Doink the Clown. His cultural impact puts him on the level of other clown characters like Pennywise, the Joker, Krusty the Clown, and Jackson Mahone. Speaking of clowns, Vince McMahon. He built the WWE into the powerhouse that it is today. What was once a regional wrestling promotion, he built into a global entertainment phenomenon. Under his guidance, WWE has expanded beyond professional wrestling and become a multimedia juggernaut, producing other forms of entertainment like television, film, music, and merchandise. Throughout his career, he's been involved in many prominent WWE storylines, and he himself has even stepped in the squared circle to duke it out a couple of times. One of my favorites is his match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 22. This shit's Despite this masterpiece, I'm afraid Vince's career is in shambles. Why, you may ask? Because he's about to face off against one of his toughest opponents yet, the law. In June 2022, it was reported that the WWE was investigating a secret $3 million settlement CEO Vince McMahon paid to a departing employee with whom he had allegedly had an affair. The probe began in April 2022, and the employee allegedly signed a separation agreement in January 2022, preventing her from discussing the relationship. During this investigation, it was discovered that there was other older non-disclosure agreements involving claims by former female WWE employees against McMahon and head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis. One of the anonymous emails reportedly claimed McMahon gave the former paralegal quote-unquote like a toy to Laurinaitis, and she reportedly became an assistant for Laurinaitis in 2021. Already off to a bad start for old Vinny boy, but this would just be the beginning of the shitstorm. Oh, there's more to come. Fast forward a couple of months, and more sexual misconduct allegations are coming out left and right. And this pressure causes him to step down as CEO. In August 2022, the WWE completes their investigation. It was found that Vince paid out $14.6 million to settle misconduct allegations from 2006 through 2022. From what I remember, though, there wasn't much public backlash or media attention put on this, which is fucking insane. People will be canceled over the tiniest little things, and McMahon is paying millions in sexual misconduct settlements, and just nobody cares. Only a few months later, he elected himself as executive chairman of the WWE board of directors, basically sending a message to the victims and the public that he can do whatever the hell he wants and to go fuck yourself. Around this time, there were also reports of a potential sale of the company, which could have been Vince sensing that the end was near and it was time to get all the goober dollars he could muster before the stock price fell. Oh brother, this guy stinks. That's not a face covered in feces I'm smelling. That's Vincent Kennedy McMahon himself. Over the last couple of days, this situation has blown up more than a high school bathroom stall. A few days ago, McMahon was accused of the misconduct in a lawsuit filed in federal court on Thursday by a former WWE employee, Janel Grant. The lawsuit alleges McMahon coerced the 43-year-old into a sexual relationship, shared naked images of her with senior WWE staffers, and forced her into group sex situations that saw her described as a B-word and resulted in physical injuries. Those situations allegedly including the crossing of state lines, resulting in the trafficking claim. Grant also alleged McMahon defecated on her head during a threesome and told her not to shower for an hour and a half. And in another alleged incident, McMahon and Laurinaitis were accused of sexually assaulting Grant in an office at WWE headquarters, forcing themselves on her while saying no means yes and take it, B-word. Amidst the lawsuit, McMahon has resigned from his role as executive chairman of TKO Group Holdings, which is the parent company of the WWE and UFC. In WWE, he was famous for playing the evil boss character. Well, it turns out that wasn't much of a character, that was actually who he is, but 10 times worse. To WWE fans, the whole situation isn't much of a shock. This is the same guy who would involve himself with different women in storylines every week, and has approved some of the weirdest shit you can possibly think of for television. I mean, just to give an example, He approved one of his wrestlers to fuck a mannequin in a legit funeral home, implying that it doesn't get any more fucked up than that. So I'm not surprised that he would be capable of committing such horrible crimes. It's clear that this man doesn't see women as people but sees them as objects, and that in conjunction with his ego and sense of entitlement, this man is clearly a danger to society. Forcing himself upon women, verbally degrading them, everything he's done is so foul. But I want to highlight the whole poop incident for a second. Not only did he shit on her, he shit on her head. This is not only fucking humiliating, but there's probably so many health risks associated with that. Hepatitis, E. coli, all that shit is extremely serious and could potentially put her life at risk. The rich think that they're so above the law that they can do anything and get away with it. And I hope the US legal system is able to make an example out of him and that he's held accountable for his actions with harsh punishment and that the victims get the justice that they deserve. Did I scare you? While I was editing this video, some information came to my attention that Brock Lesnar, who's a former WWE and UFC champion, was also named in the lawsuit. I think this is huge because it shows that WWE is trying to cover up something and that they know that it's most likely true. You know, everybody already knows that, but they're starting to catch a little bit of a cold sweat. Over the next couple of months, there's going to be a whole lot more wrestlers getting canceled and revealed for their heinous actions. Just a horrible situation. Just wanted to make a comment on it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and goodbye.